Hey everybody, welcome back to TechOdyssey. So today I'm here to take a look at the brand new 2020 8th generation iPad and also the 7th generation 2019 model. This is a comparison video between the two so I can tell you about what the differences are and whether you should consider upgrading to one. Because, we get the new tablet that comes out, you've already got one and you think, hey, this is new. There's some differences. Should I go ahead and hop on this and get a new one? Well, we're going to address that in this video. But before we get into that, I do want to say if this is your first time stopping by the channel, I appreciate you being here. If you enjoy the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. Now let's check out these two iPads. Alright, so first things first, 90% of the tablet is exactly the same. There's not really a whole lot that's changed. The same colors, you've got silver, space gray, and gold. Still the same storage options, 32 gigabytes, or you can pay extra for 128. The MSRP is $329 for the 32 gigabyte model. If you want the 128 gigabytes of storage, which you very well may, 32 gigabytes is plenty for some people, but it's not nearly enough for others. So 100 extra bucks, $429 for 128. They both have the 10.2 inch screen, which is nice. One thing that's actually really nice that I want to point out about this is if you've already got the 2019 model, your accessories are going to fit on this one. So if you've got a 2019 case, it's going to go on the 2020. So you can save some money there, or don't get fooled whenever you look at stuff on Amazon or Best Buy. You can buy last year's accessories, and actually I've got some links in the drop down below here if you want to check out some of my favorites. Now, couple other things. Still has 3 gigabytes of RAM. Still has an 8 megapixel camera on the back. It's the exact same camera. On the front, still has the exact same 1.2 megapixel camera as well, but it's still perfectly good for Zoom, FaceTime, and all of that jazz. So you don't have any issues there. Still has the headphone jack. Still has the one single downward firing speaker. The sound is still the same. So there are some pretty significant differences between the processors in these. They look the same on the outside, they feel the same. There's actually only even a 0.1 pound difference between these two tablets. I mean, they look the same. I mean, if you put them next to each other, and I have the two space gray ones here, you can't even tell the difference. The only reason I can tell the difference between my wife's and mine is because currently it has a screen protector on it. That's the only way I can really tell, other than the fact that it has a different background when my wife's loads up. So it is a little bit hard to tell the difference. So if you buy both of them, make sure you know which one is which if you set them both down. So the A10 and the A12 processors are significantly different. There's actually a 40% boost in power over the A10 with the A12. So you're going to get a significantly better snappier performance when it comes to playing games and multitasking. I would say Fortnite, but Fortnite is now gone on all Apple products. RIP, bro. So you can't play that anymore, which would be something normally I would talk about because people really like that game. But you can play PUBG, you can play Call of Duty, mobile, you can play lots of different stuff on here. You are going to notice a difference in the performance on those games. 40% increase is pretty darn significant. And what's important to know with these two tablets is even though it's a 1-year generational upgrade, the processor is actually 2 years newer. So the A12 Bionic chip has a neural engine in it as well, so you have the machine learning. It really is a good processor. Lots of power, lots of performance. If you do a lot of multitasking, you do a lot of gaming, if you ever notice that your 2019 model slows down, gets choppy or sluggish in any way, that should pretty much be eliminated with this new upgrade. So it may look the same on the outside, but underneath the hood, that A12 Bionic chip is a beast. It's the same one that was in the iPhone XS, and that's a lot of power. Now, talking about some other things, it still has the 1620 by 2160 resolution, still about 264 pixels per inch and 500 nits of brightness on the LCD display. Apple is really good about having that 500 nit baseline. That's just a measurement for how bright the screen is. The screen does look really nice. No complaints there whatsoever. And both of them are fully supported with iPad OS 14. In fact, the iPad 2020 model comes with iPad OS 14 already on it. So you don't even have to worry about downloading it and setting it up. You're good to go already. So that's about it with regard to the changes. Like I said, there's a 0.1 pound difference. You're really not going to notice that at all. The colors are the same. The price is the same. MSRP $329. But if you're looking to get a cheaper model, you can probably get the 2019 fairly cheap if you don't have one already. But works really well. Smooth process. iPad OS 14 is super nice. And you've got expanded widgets, you've got some other cool things, and both of them support the first generation Apple Pencil. So apples to apples, pun intended, oranges to oranges, whatever, however you want to look at it. Very much the same. If you're happy with your 2019 model, you may not want to go ahead and upgrade. If it's working fine for you, don't worry about it one bit, because you probably won't notice too much of an increase in performance. But if you're doing performance intensive things, you want to do some more high-end gaming, you want to do some more multitasking, if you feel like the 2019 model is sluggish, it's a really solid upgrade. You're going to have the familiarity from moving from one tablet to the other, which is going to look and feel and operate mostly the same way. And in addition to that, you can pick up those accessories for the 2019 model, save yourself some money, and the sting on your wallet might not be that bad. So that's all I've got on my comparison video between the 2019 and 2020 iPad 10.2-inch model. Solid tablet, I like it. For most people, you really don't need to go out and upgrade. The only people that I would recommend that need to upgrade are if you just don't have enough space and you want to get a newer model, go ahead and get the newer year. Or if you notice that your 2019 model just isn't as powerful as you need it to be, then you could go ahead and consider that upgrade, and I think it would work pretty well for you. So that's all I've got. If you have any questions or comments about this comparison between the two tablets, please let me know. Sound off in the comment section and I'll get back with you. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and the little notification bell if you want updates when new videos come out. And as always, thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.
That was a good review.
You think so? That was a solid one?
What's the difference between what's called those iPads and my mom's? Because my mom's...
Your mom has a Pro.
Oh.